Uncle Sonya. Hello, friends. So, pancakes. It's been 8 years since I baked my first pancakes. Let's not specify how many years ago. I never really thought about a pancake recipe because I always made them by eye. But after hosting several pancake parties here, people keep asking for the recipe, asking me to tell them how I make these pancakes. I can't resist your requests, so I specifically measured everything instead of just eyeballing it. And today I'll share with you the proportions I used to make those perfect pancakes from Aunt Sonya. So 2 eggs, 2 tablespoons of sugar, and 1 teaspoon of salt. Salt and sugar are a must in pancakes. It's the combination of salt and sugar that gives them that rich, delicious flavor. Today we're going to cook with 1 liter of liquid, the way I do it. Half a liter of milk and half a liter of water. But I won't pour all the water into the pancakes right away. I'll pour in about half now and the other half later. Why? So that they can mix a thicker batter, and then it will definitely be without lumps. The mixer is ready. For 1 liter of water, we need 400 grams of flour. I measured it in advance, and now I can confidently tell you exactly how much flour I need. I've added 400 grams of flour, and we beat it. At some point you realize that the flour is left on the edges of the bowl, and there are some lumps here. I have a spatula, so I'll scrape it from the edges. I'll add about 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil directly into the dough. We continue to beat. My dough is whipped. It turned out thick, you see, very stretchy. I will add here another half of the remaining water. Let's mix it well. The dough is still a bit heavy, but I need it to rest with the flour for a while, at least half an hour. Sometimes I even make the batter for pancakes and leave it in the fridge overnight. In the morning, I wake up quickly. Just like that, the pancakes are ready. You don't have to wait for anything. Leave it for half an hour, and in half an hour, I'll tell you what to do next. Of course, I didn't come back to my pancakes in half an hour. It was much later, probably about 2 hours past. And as you can see, my pancakes turned out very stretchy and heavy. And you remember that we had some water left, so now I'm going to add this water literally 1 ladle at a time and mix it in. We'll have to keep stirring the pancake batter throughout the whole process because the flour settles at the bottom, and that's not very good. We need the pancake to be uniform, about the same throughout. So, it looks like, yes, I ended up using the whole liter for the pancake batter. The batter is runny. Don't worry, it flows completely differently now. See, let's start frying. The main trick is that you need to heat the pans, pour a little oil into them, and then pour that hot oil into the batter. I'll show you that now. I have 2 burners, 1 small and 1 large, and 2 crepe pans. I'll leave them to heat up, and on each of them I pour about 2 tablespoons of oil, maybe 1.5. We need to heat up the oil. On these pans, the moment the oil is heated, I'll pour it into the batter. And I've prepared a board to put my pancakes on. The batter, the oil is warm. It's even sizzling now. I pour it into the batter, And with the second pan, we do the same thing and start making pancakes. You need to get used to how much batter your pan needs, how much batter to use with your ladle. The first pancakes might slide around the pan a bit because not all the oil has been absorbed. I found a way to juggle between the two. There, I do it the way that's most convenient for me so that everything bakes properly. If you often make pancakes, remember that you should have a pan just for pancakes and you shouldn't use it for anything else. My pans are already pretty well used. They've been around for about 4 or 5 years and I'm already planning to buy new ones. This is how I flip my pancakes and put them on a cutting board. At the same time, I juggle the pans, meaning I constantly switch them around. It's just more convenient for me. Where did this information come from? About the hot oil, I already told you that I made my first pancakes when I was 8 years old. And also, after pouring oil into the pan, I just didn't know what to do with it. It turned out that it works, and it works great. I added that oil to the batter, and that's actually what we ended up with. A little life hack. As for the video where I'm frying pancakes on 3 pans, it's absolutely possible if you have enough space to fit 3 pans on your stove. You just need to adjust to the heat you have, and there's nothing difficult about it. The apartment I'm renting, unfortunately, has the stove placed against the wall, and it's extremely inconvenient to fit 3 pans here. That's why I fry on the bottom. See, they flip over quite easily. They're beautiful, soft, a real pleasure. And believe me, they're very, very tasty. Here's the stack of pancakes we got. I think it's pretty good. It's quite hefty. There's clearly more than 1 kilo here, but your family just won't notice how quickly they'll eat it all. It's really delicious. I tried to share with you all my secrets that I use when making and baking pancakes. Let's remember, for 1 liter of liquid, 400 grams of flour, a few tablespoons of oil directly into the batter. Be sure to let the batter rest and keep stirring it while cooking. And the heated vegetable oil from the first pan, from the very first pan, we also add to the batter. Have a great day, take care of yourself, cook, smile, and subscribe to my channel. I have a lot to share with you. Bye everyone. Subtitles created by me.